Hey everyone, it's your girl Ayana. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. On this channel, we like to cover topics like healing, relationships, lifestyles, family, finances, and we even use current events on this channel to help lead us to being the best version of ourselves. That's the ultimate goal, is we want to be able to learn through our experiences and the experiences of others so that we can grow and be accountable for the lifestyle that we want going forward. So with that being said, today's topic is a little bit more of a current event because it's kind of on every social media platform. You'll come across some video where somebody is asking someone, what do they bring to the table? If you're not familiar with that phrase, what do you bring to the table, or what do they bring to the table, pretty much is a question that people ask when dating or vetting through someone. And that's their way of asking them, well, what value do you bring to this relationship? What attributes can you add to this relationship? And to be honest, I hate that question. I hate it. I have never in my life been asked that question from man, woman, dog, cat, or fish. Nobody has ever fixed their face to ever ask me that. And I have never, ever asked anybody, what do they bring to the table? I think it's a smug and arrogant question. It's one of those questions where the person is asking to see if you're good enough for them, like, or you can bring something that they can take from you. That's how I interpret it. It's not, oh, let me get to know that person. It's, well, what can you add to my life? And I think that's just selfish and self-centered, and it really minimizes the experience of getting to know someone. I can tell you, if I was on a date and somebody asked me that, I probably would politely excuse myself to the restroom, go left instead of right, get in a car, block them on the freeway, and never speak to them again. I probably wouldn't be that rude. I probably would be polite and finish up the date. But I couldn't see myself going further with them, because I think that question, like I said, is it's rude. It's rude, and I don't think it's rooted in anything of value. I think it's really arrogant. But it's so popular right now. Like I said, all over social media, people are saying that. Well, what do you bring to the table? That's like, you see how even my body language when I say it is really like, mm, like really elitist. It's not. It's not a useful question. The reason I say that is because if you are dating someone and you're getting to know them, you should be asking questions during the course of the dating and the courting to help you determine if this person is going to complement your life, if they're going to be able to fit in your lifestyle, if they're going to fit well in your family, all of those good things, to be able to tell you if you want to move forward with them. If you have to ask them, what do you bring to the table? That tells me that you weren't asking the appropriate questions during the dating process to be able to determine if this person is a good fit for your life. Now, if you don't know what the appropriate questions are, they're simple. You can even look dating questions up online if you are struggling with determining questions that will help you figure out if someone's a good fit for you. Questions like, what do you do for a living? Let them tell you about their job and their passion, or their career ambitions, and what they're doing to move forward in those. And you can hear like their goals, and if they're ambitious, and if you like the kind of industry that they're in, and if it's going to fit your lifestyle. Like if somebody travels a lot and you want somebody that you can spend more quality time with, and traveling is not going to work, then you can find those things out, and right there in those conversations. Okay, their job is not going to fit my lifestyle or my needs, probably not going to be the best person for me. You can ask them, well, what's their relationship with their family? Are they close to their parents? Are they close to their siblings? Like things like that. If you're family oriented and you have a big family and you want them to be comfortable with big families, Those are the kind of questions that you would ask somebody. Or you ask them what their goals are long term and short term. That'll help you determine if they have a long-term goal for relationships or for their career or for their finances. Like that will help you determine somebody's character. You can ask them about their kids and hear how they talk about their kids and their lifestyle around their kids and how involved they are with their kids, how their relationship with their babies, their child's mother or father. What's the dynamic around that? Like you can ask those kind of questions to determine if this person's going to be a good fit for your life. You can ask them about their spirituality and their religion. You can determine if it matches yours or if there's going to be too much of a difference for it to be able to work it out and come together with those different spiritual or religious beliefs. Those are the questions you should be asking during the dating process to determine if this person is a compatible candidate for your future life. You ask them, oh my goodness, what do you feel about kids? What kind of relationship style best fits you? What's your love language? What's the love language that you're used to showing? Like asking these questions to get to know a person, you won't have to ask the silly question of what do you bring to the table because you already know. And during the course of dating them, if you really date a person, like you go out to museums, go out to dinners, go out to the parks, jazz in the park, go out to beaches, not this Netflix and chill stuff where you actually have to go and spend intimate time with somebody and communicate with them, you can learn these things and you can stop wasting your time with someone. Like if you're in the 3-month range and you still don't know if this person is of any value or might be compatible with your life, what have you done for 3 months? Like for me, I give you a handful of dates. That's max. If I'm not really attracted to the lifestyle you're living, your goals, your ambition, your future, if I don't see me in that comfortably, if I don't see me being able to complement that and making um, where I can add to your future in a positive way, or and vice versa, where I can see how what you bring, look at me, I'm about to say it, what your attributes are and how they would complement my life by 3 months, I've wasted time. Even by like, 4 or 5 dates, like I can see, okay, this is a pattern of a good man. This is the pattern of a good woman. Like they're trying, they're working towards their goals. We have so much in common. We don't have a lot in common, but we have some really, really important key values that are important. Like I'm able at that point to say like, okay, yeah, I want to see where this goes. But if you're asking somebody that at the 3-month mark or the 5 or 6 date mark, you have wasted everybody's time. Everybody's time. Okay. So instead of asking somebody what they bring to the table, I would redirect my questioning to get to know them, ask them about themselves, do a deep dive, find questions that they're afraid to answer and figure out why they're afraid to answer those questions. Get to know that person. Old school, sit on the phone for hours with that person to get to know them. And I think that's a better, less elitist way of going about it. And it shows you care, right? And when you're really into somebody, you ask those hard questions because you want them to fit into your lifestyle, right? You want them to be that special person because you're into them. And so you naturally, I would think you would ask those questions where you wouldn't even need to ask, what do you bring to the table? I'm going to know you are amazing, ambitious man because you are in a career for the last, 30 years and you've moved up 10 times in that career and you're already looking for new ways to move up. Or you're a good family man because you have your kids every weekend, or you co-parent really well with their parents, or that you are really spiritual and you believe in your practices and you practice faithfully. I'm going to be able to know that from what you tell me. Oh, also in the types of dates that you take me on. Like usually people when they plan dates, they want to take you to experiences that they really love. It showcases like their personality or things that they like to do. So if you take me to, or for instance, me, I love the zoo. So going to the zoo on a date, like I'm going to be super excited to show you the zoo if you've never been, or to show you the neat things in the zoo that I like to do. That's my way of showing you more about myself. I'll also be more relaxed in those environments and be more open to giving you that information as well. So that's why it's important during the dating process. You go on real dates and you ask real questions. Then, like I keep saying, you don't have to ask somebody what they bring to the table. You already know. Like, I can tell when somebody is serious about like their career goals, or I can just tell by how excited and the passion that they have behind it. I can tell by how many times they bring up certain topics. I can tell by the tone that they have when they're talking about those things. Those are the tools that I use to be able to decipher between what somebody's attributes are that complement my life and the things that they do that I don't want in my life. And then I can make a decision to either continue to move, or move forward with this person or to say goodbye. I think that's just more appropriate, more realistic, more humane and compassionate way of getting to know someone versus asking them to explain why they deserve to be at your table. Yeah. So I'm definitely curious to hear your feelings about it. Clearly, you can tell I'm passionate about it. I think it's so rude and so tacky. So, but I would love to hear your opinion. You may have a different opinion than mine and may have information or perspective that might make me double think, or triple think my perspective. So I would love to hear what you have to say about it. And let's keep the, conversation going. So please feel free to drop those comments down below. Share with your friends. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And like I always say, and I mean from the bottom of my heart, till next time, be true, be safe, and be authentically you.